All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here this morning. We know you have cameras and things behind you, so you folks who are seated, if you could remain seated so the cameras can get a good line of view. My name is Marshanna Hester, and I'm the Public Information Officer for the Jackson County Executive's Office. And again, we thank you all for being here today. I just wanted to give you all a quick rundown of how the announcement is going to proceed. We will have the remarks by the Jackson County Executive, Frank White Jr., who will make the announcement of the next Jackson County Sheriff, followed by the administration of the oath of the office done by Presiding Judge John Torrance, followed by the presentation of the badge, and then the new chief will give his remarks as well. We will not be taking any questions today, as the sheriff is very eager to get started in his new position. It is my understanding, however, that the sheriff will be working with you, the media, in the near future to conduct any interviews. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce the folks who are standing up here next to me this morning. To my left, we have Jackson County Executive Frank White Jr. and his wife, Teresa White, and that's Teresa White. You're welcome. Behind him, we have Presiding Judge John Torrance. To my right, we have Darryl Forte. Alongside him is his wife, Mrs. Lori Forte, and his daughters, Stephanie and Ashley. At this time, I would like to welcome Jackson County Executive Frank White Jr. to the podium to make his announcement.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. It's exciting to be here this morning, and this is another great day in Jackson County. And I want to thank you all for being here for this announcement. It took great collaboration, great support, and communication that has brought us to this point. When I decided to form a nominating committee to conduct a transparent and professional process for Jackson County Sheriff, I reached out to 9 community leaders, asking them for their help. Each and every one of them immediately said yes, and another didn't hesitate to serve when there was a conflict. Despite the unexpected nature and short time frame for applications, we received a dozen applications from many seasoned and decorated law enforcement professionals, and many community members took advantage of the opportunity to make their voices heard. I and many of those involved have been overwhelmed by the assistance to carry out this important process. The chair of the committee, Alfred Jordan, 2nd District Legislator, sends his regrets. He has a conflict and couldn't be here this morning. And I'd like to also thank the staff at Mid-America Regional Council, who played a key role in organization and planning efforts. We couldn't have succeeded without them. Ultimately, I received 3 finalists from the committee. Each of these 3 individuals are impressive, accomplished, and has dedicated their professional lives to keeping our community safe. Mike Rogers has served in the Jackson County the Sheriff's Office over 28 years, rising from a deputy to now being the commander of a patrol unit. While I've known Mike for some time, my appreciation grew even more when we sat down this week and he shared his own personal story and his passion for the men and women he serves alongside. Rosalind Allen rose to become one of the highest-ranking black female officers in the history of Kansas City Police Department. She retired with a rank of major after leading the Violent Crimes Division, Patrol Bureau, and South Patrol Division. During her testimony to the nominating committee, Rosalind shared that she is a proud cancer survivor, and I commend her strength, her courage, her tenacity of uniform. I would like to thank both Mike and Rosalind and all the other applicants for their willingness to put themselves out there and apply for this very important position. They have served our community honorably, and I know they will continue to do so in the future. Finally, I would like to speak briefly about my selection. The next sheriff of Jackson County, Mr. Darryl Forte. As we know, Darryl is no stranger to many of us. From where we stand, we can see the building he called home for many years. As the first African-American police chief of Kansas City, Darryl was instrumental in bridging the gap between officers and the community. With an emphasis on de-escalation training, he provided support to crime victims, focused on diversity, and made physical, mental, and emotional well-being of officers a priority. One thing that stood out to me about Darryl is his focus on people, which is a priority that we both share. He understands that regardless of our race, our gender, our economic status, and education, we all want the same thing. We all want to live a safe and enjoyable life. I look forward to working with him to achieve that goal. Additionally, Darryl has put together an impressive plan to build on the strengths of the Sheriff's Office. He is a man with an undeniable passion for our community, and I am honored today to be able to name Mr. Darryl Forte the next Sheriff of Jackson County. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we go half of the oath, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll big book out of there. Okay. There we go. Now we'll give this to Judge.
All right, thank you. Be good. All right, Sheriff. Thank you, sir. Here we go. If you would, raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I, put your left hand there. I, Darryl Forte,
I, Darryl Forte,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the State of Missouri
that I will support the Constitution of the State of Missouri
and the constitutional Home Rule Charter of Jackson County, Missouri,
and the constitutional Home Rule Charter of Jackson County, Missouri,
and I will faithfully demean myself
and I will faithfully demean myself
in the office of Sheriff for Jackson County, Missouri.
in the office of Sheriff, Jackson County, Missouri.
Congratulations, Sheriff. Welcome to Jackson County.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, Sheriff Forte, I will present you with your badge. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the Jackson County executive. He didn't have to pick me, and I'll be brief, but I just want to say thank you to everyone else out here for the support over the years, not just for this process, but just over the years. And I promise you, I'll run hard every day. Maybe not on Sundays, though. I'm going to start taking some breaks. But just again, thank everybody for the support. I'll be meeting with many of you throughout the next week or so, and I'll answer any questions that you might have, and feel free to give me your input. I'm looking for input from everyone. I'm not going to make a lot of decisions right off, so I don't want you to think I'm not doing anything, but I need a lot more information than I already have. So again, thank you for coming out today, and I'll be getting with you all later on. Thanks again.